Hey guys, Geek41 here, for you guys in the review. Today, I'm going to look at the Neca Predator Series 12 Elder Predator. If you want to check out my unboxing video to see what the packaging looks like, then go check out the unboxing video, because rest in peace packaging, the packaging is gone in the garbage. But if some of you are used to the Predator Neca figures, and you've been collecting it for some time like I have, then you will already know by now, hopefully, what the package looks like, especially for the Predator 2 action figures. So here's the Elder Predator, just to get a bit of brief information to anyone who's not knowing this, doesn't know. Go away here. But in 2011, I believe, or around that time frame, Neca released the Series 3 line figures, and the Elder Predator was one of them. Now, unfortunately, that Elder Predator had very bad QC issues with his elbows. Neca's plastic at that time was not very good at all, and people had a tendency to try to bend the elbow slightly. It broke. Now, some figures, some lucky ones, only had to buy the figure once to discover that it works, but some had unfortunately discovered a lot of times that the figure will break easily. I, unfortunately, was one of those people. But 3 years later, Neca released the version 2 Elder Predator right here. So I gave away my original Elder Predator, and that's gone. So I'm not going to be comparing it to that figure. But version 2, by far, is a better Elder Predator than the original one, and in my opinion, I have bought like 17 Predators, that's making 17. This is by far my favorite Predator in my collection. Design-wise, and just articulation-wise, this has the bare minimum amount of QC issues. Like, there's barely any QC issues on him. I don't really have much problems with this figure. Neca is just knocking it out of the park with their Predator figures. So, without further ado, let's get into this review. First off, let's look at the accessories, just to get that out of the way. Well, now you don't want to come off. Before you had a hard time. You came on easily. So, looking at the cannon first, here's the standard shoulder cannon. Focus. So, all around, nice detail. You see all the different tongue twister there, sorry. Got different variations of paint there. Got some silver, some dirty silver, got some of the copperish brown color. Looks like purple a bit. This is a much more unique shoulder cannon because the design it's a different color rather than just the plain silver, but also it has a laser sight on the top, unlike the other Predator figures. Just to get into comparison, here's the classic Predator here. You can see the similarities, but the cannon part is different. Just want to show you guys that. So, that's the shoulder cannon. He also comes with a cutlass, which is painted silver, and has some nice wrapping. My light will focus. Yeah, it's not gonna focus. Yeah, but it has brown straps on it. It has like a bone tip at the end there. Overall, very nicely detailed cutlass. He also comes with a gun. The gun is nicely detailed too. Let's see if I can get a little bit of focus there. Sorry, my lighting's being very, very ignorant today. Just does not want to work. What is it with you? Oh, there we go. Finally, about time. So there's the shoulder cannon. Not the shoulder cannon. The flintlock pistol. Very nicely detailed. He also comes with a interchangeable hand. My goodness. And you can fit the gun in here. And he holds it like so. Unfortunately, my hand, the open palm hand, will not come out, and I don't want to break it. because I've heard some really scary stories about this hand breaking, and I try to pull it off, it just won't come off. So, sorry, hand, you're not gonna be able to fit. But you still could put this hand in, or you can still put this gun in the left hand of the Predator. My tongue has been getting twisted up today. It's Thanksgiving. My mouth is ready for the turkey. So, yeah, becomes quite a bit of good of my accessories. Just moving that all to the side. Right, let's have a closer look at the figure. So, detail. What to say about detail on a Predator? So let's zoom in there. They did a really good job on the face sculpt. The paint is what really sells this figure. It's phenomenal, glorious, and beautiful. Now, my biggest flaw about the figure is probably, it's like a nitpick, is the little scales here. They're not painted to look like little flurry spikes, or like, what do you call it, little whiskers almost. I don't know what the correct terminology is, sorry. But you see it, like, the white is just painted on there like dots. They're basically like dots. Like this type of material is what this kind of is. But that's just a nitpick. Heels, look at the eyes. The eyes are pretty cool. Steering into your soul. The mandibles are nice detailed. Got like a chipped mandible there, making him look old. And the little piece of earring there. Ring. The tubes. Netting, scaling. You have the wrist blades there. Now, this is another big gripe. He does have wrappings in the movie here. In the movie, he has wrappings on his shoulder cannon, and he has wrappings on this part here. So that's a bit. I think the original version, if my memory can serve me nicely, I don't recall the original Elder Predator having any nettings or any strappings there. So, and why can't NECA just let this open? I think I think everyone wants NECA to just make this device open up, just like how it does in the films. You see the sheath. Now I do know for a fact the sheath is much different on the original one and this one, and this is more movie accurate actually. His sheath is much more movie accurate. And he also has like this little purse with some spine detail there. It's actually pretty hollow. Very hollow. Got all the little materials here, the skirt, the metal piece there. And his toes, Predator toes. Now the original had like sandals on. This one does not. So I haven't seen Predator 2 in a while, so I'm not really sure if that's movie accurate. If he has sandals or if he didn't have sandals. Get the back there, nicely painted. Zoom out. There's the bones, little bones there. Now the dreads are different. I know that for a fact. I like the first version's dreads much more because they're more darker and have more shading on them. But this one has much more better paint. It's a lighter color, so you're not gonna get much shading on it. Like I don't see much shading on the dreads. You got a lot of like jewelry and gold there, which is pretty darn awesome. And yeah, lift it up. There's no Predator butt there, thank goodness, because the other Lost Tribe members have all their butts are exposed. This one, thankfully, is not. So that's it for the detailed paint. Amazing. Now, articulation. He has a bulge in his head. It can easily pop out. Oh, I didn't show that. Sorry, my bad. He also does have a little necklace there. Ugh. Sorry, my tongue is getting twisted, starving for gravy. His arms can go about that much up because they're a bit hindered, and this is a new figure, so the joints are a bit stiff, and I don't want to break anything. He also does have the tubes there, so you might want to be very careful with it. But bending them is fine. I have a fear that over time, because some of my Predators, over time, the tubes have ripped off, so be very precautious with that. He also has a bulge in hand. The wrist blades can go out, Although I don't recall him having wrist blades in the film, ever shooting him out. He does have a waist swivel there. His legs can go forward, but... You hear that? You hear the ratchet? I'm not sure if that's a flaw or anything. His legs do go a bit outward, but they're very stiff. Don't break them, because that's what happened to my Colonel Stars and Stripes figure. He does have double jointed knees, which is very good. I like that. He also does have a thigh swivel. He also has a ball jointed foot. Very nice. Can you go pivot out of that? Yeah, kind of. Not really, though. So that is it for articulation. Now let's get this bad boy strapped. Alright! Elder is ready for battle. Now, one thing I forgot to mention is his shoulder cannon is articulated, and you probably saw that while I was showing my accessories off. My accessories? The figure's accessories. Rahul, stop being a dumbass with your mouth. So, on to size comparison. Very quickly. Here's compared to the classic Predator. Yes. These are very brittle, and sadly, joints get loose over time and they fall down. You don't want your figures to fall over, trust me. So here's the classic Predator. They're about the same height. They're pretty much the same body mold, actually. Pretty much. Here's compared to one of his Lost Tribe fellow members. Oh. It looks like Guardian is a bit taller here. Guardian is a bit taller. Or no, he's not that tall. They're about the same height, but Guardian's a bit taller. So that's it for size comparison. Oh, that is not it for size comparison, actually. I always must compare them to the Sharpie. Here's compared to a Sharpie. Not Sharpie. So, my final thoughts and final verdict of this figure is, this is my favorite Predator figure in my collection, and despite his teeny tiny flaws, they're not bad. I can't really pick out big major issues. Like, two I can find is just the wrapping, but that's mainly one issue. There should be wrapping there. I don't think it's very hard to sculpt wrapping on, so I don't know what the problem with that is. And the little the paint on the little spikes here on the crest area here, it's a bit sloppy, but it's not terrible. Also, the shoulder cannon is a bit loose. It can get a little bit loose, but that's not a big deal either. So I can't really pick out any big flaws with the figure. So I'm going to have to rate this figure probably a 9.5 out of 10. If it had the wrappings on to make it more accurate, I definitely would have given it a perfect 10 out of 10. And you might say, well, that's a bit of bull because the figure is amazing just because it doesn't have wrapping. Well, I think that the wrapping makes the figure more movie accurate, and I don't know what's the problem with why there isn't any wrapping here. The 1/4 scale figure has wrapping, so I don't know what the issue is with that. Maybe because of time or something, I'm not sure, but that's the thing. I can't really pick out any bad things of this figure, because this figure is my favorite Predator of all time in my collection right now. So there's my review. For $22, I bought him at my comic shop for $22.99. Comic shops, sometimes the price varies depending on what comic shop you go to. I think at Toys R Us and online, this figure sells for about $22.99. So with tax, it's pretty amazing quality you're getting here. I mean, for the pricing, NECA is going way above their ground. So yeah, there's my review on the NECA Predator 2 Series 12 Elder Predator. Stay tuned for more reviews, and thank you for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe. I'd be grateful if you subscribe. If you don't want it, it's okay. It's your choice. So yeah, there's my review. And actually, now that I think of it, I might not have quite many reviews now, because I don't really have much things to review. So unfortunately, I'm sorry about that. probably around Christmas time you'll see another review. Yeah, unless I make it to 200 subscribers, which then, yeah, a video. So, enjoy your Thanksgiving, guys, and this is Geek41, signing out.